Hey everybody, this is Randy with Carcheology, and I want to do a quick little video this morning to share a fun experience from yesterday and to tell a little story. Now, I've gone to car shows and stuff all around the world. Probably my favorite of all time would be the Goodwood Revival in England, which is a really interesting event in that it pulls in more than just the cars. It pulls in the culture, the fashion, the times, everything that was involved with a certain era in motoring. And it's really all encompassing. I mean, it surrounds you and it really transforms the space into something that's special. It's time travel. And when I heard about a show called Radwood, it's a celebration of everything 80s and 90s customs, that of course fired me up. You know, I'm someone that graduated high school in the 80s, so my early adult years were all in the rad era. And I built cars that had mirrors underneath them at shows and graphics on the frames, and it was all about loud and wild and colors and crazy times. So last year I went to Radwood in Anaheim, California. It was the first one they had in Southern California. I drove a little 80s Honda Civic that I had picked up and dressed in 80s gear, and the show was extremely exciting. I mean, it fired up that nostalgia within me for that era. That I mean, it really infected me. I mean, that's a strong emotion, that whole nostalgia for times past. And from that point on, I started really looking for as many rad things as I could find. And earlier this year, in my searching online, I came across what I thought was one of the raddest possible vehicles, and it was this mini truck right here. Now, this truck is called Low for Show, and it was a truck built by Martin Nevis of Orange County back in the late 80s. It was a cover truck for Mini Truckin' Magazine back in 92, and it pretty much got parked at that point, and Martin kept it all these years. He moved up to Reno. He kept it kind of as his treasure in the garage, but he never really brought it out. And at one point he decided it was time to let it go. And I was the lucky guy to get up there and make that happen. And then bringing it out to the show yesterday, Radwood in LA, which was held at the Peterson Museum, it was, well, I don't know, it was rad. I had the stereo booming in the thing, had the truck all polished up, had it set up. The crowd went wild for everything that was there. And at the end of the day, I got this Radwood LA Raddest in show, which was kind of like best in show. They had some different classes and stuff, but Raddest in show was the final award for the day, and my jaw hit the ground when they told that it was the truck. But I thought about it afterwards, and really the thing is a time capsule. It was 25 years ago that this truck was shown, and I kept it exactly the way that it was, down to the details on the inside, the Top Gun VHS tape that's still in the VHS player, and everybody caught that, and it was really awesome that the truck was rewarded that, and it was a great day. People dressed up. There was a guy dressed up like Hulk Hogan. There was a father and son dressed up like the Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger from Twins. I mean, everywhere you went, there was some little nod to 80s or 90s culture and fun. Girls in spandex dressed up like Madonna, and guys dressed up like pimps leaning on the hood of their going cocaine white Mercedes Benz things with briefcases full of cash. I mean, everything about 80s excess and 90s fashion, color, wildness. It was a nutty time in our life, and it was a blast to relive that. If you get a chance to go to a Radwood event in your area, they're starting to spread all across the country and around the world. Definitely go check it out and play the game. Get up, get dressed, find some really cool big hair, day glow colors, whatever your fashion is, and show up for Radwood. I definitely want to thank Radwood and the promoters and the Peterson Museum for putting on a phenomenal event yesterday. Thank you so much for the award. Thanks to Martin Nevis for building a kick-ass rad truck back in the day and keeping it shiny all these years. And anyway, Radwood kicked ass. Got to check it out. Thanks.